So I've been getting a lot of people hitting me up lately like, yo, you must be loaded with cash. You gotta share the wealth. And it's like, it's not really as simple as it seems. Because people think that because like my shows look super packed, it means that I'm well paid, but don't really understand the logistic behind like how to set everything up and how much money you have to spend to even make it happen. So I'm gonna make a transparency video about it. And I wish I was a good graphic designer or a video editor so I could like have a graphic on the screen, but instead I'm gonna use my trusty pen with a notepad. Now the first thing you have to consider is the venue. So not every venue is priced the same. Sometimes you could literally pay nothing to book a venue, and other times you have to pay as high as 500, which is the most I've paid for so far. And as of late, I've been paying 500 for venues, so I'm gonna write it down, and 500 for the first venue. Now, next up is bandmates. So before, I used to split door sales with the bandmates, but it came with a little bit of issue. So in New York, it's easy for me to split door sales because the shows usually do really well. But when we're playing outside markets, the shows aren't as packed as New York. So it came to times where I had to like take a pay cut just to try to satisfy everybody as much as possible. But I realized that when other bandmates aren't paid well, it kind of makes them feel demoralized. So this time I decided to give everybody a guaranteed wage, which is like $200 per show. And since it's 3 bandmates, it'll be 600. Next up, you need staff. So I've seen shows end up a complete disaster because people fail to neglect this. So let me give you an example of what happened to me, right? So last year or two, I did a show with another band, and they were going to like organize like everything themselves without hiring staff. I wanted at least one person there, so I hired one person. The person called out last minute and had to fill a spot as the door person for a while until my set comes. And that show was an absolute disaster. The show started 2 hours late, and a lot of people did not want to come to my shows anymore because of this. Invest in staff. Like, if it's a smaller venue, you need at least 3 people, a door person, a merch person, and probably a camera person. Also, hiring those 3 people can probably cost around $100 per person, so $300. Sorry, I blocked it for a sec. Next up, invest in a good flyer. You want people to say that, oh, this flyer looks interesting, I want to see what these guys are about, and that could cost you around $100. If you're not doing it yourself, of course. I don't have time to do it myself, so I have to hire people. Also, to run ads, you need video. Video is the best way to do it. You grab some footage and like try to mash it together. I'd rather hire someone to make it as professional as possible, just so I could get the job done, and that could cost another $100. Next up is the ads. Now, typically the rule is, in order to know how much your budget should be for ads, it should be the 5 to 10% of how much you would make in total if you sell out the venue. So let's say you book a venue for like 100 capacity people. That means you'll probably make about $2,000 if you sell it out. That means you have to spend $200. Ooh, I almost forgot. Band rehearsals. So on the low end for me, it costs about $200 a month to rehearse. As of late, it's been $400 a month. $400 a month, guys. Now the total so far is $2,200, and this is all for a local show, and I'm not even considering when it comes to other cities, the cost to travel there, the cost to rent a hotel, the cost to how much it costs to fly over there, and there's a whole bunch of other logistics you have to figure out. This puts you in the red of negative $200. Want to know how you get more in the red? By paying everybody else. And the reason why I try to pay everybody is to make sure that, like, one, people aren't demoralized, and also for people to keep talking good about you. So let's say that for a 100-person venue, I accounted for at least 50 tickets, while every other act accounted for the rest of the 50. The other 50 times 20, that'll be like $1,000, and we'll pay like the other acts half of it, and it'll be like 500 they get paid off of, and that'll leave us in the red of $700. You think we're done? So what happened last year was that because we played over our agreed time with the venue, they charged us a penalty, and this happened like at least twice at the last year's tour. So I know it's going to happen again in the future someday, but I'm trying to stay so organized so this doesn't happen again. So that leaves us in the red of $1,200. I'd be wondering, how can I fix this? And it's much simpler and at the same time a little bit harder. And you can fix this by doing merch. So I've done shows where the merch table was directly in front of the entrance where people could see it, and I made so much money from doing merch that I was not only able to break even but actually able to make a profit for once. I've also done shows where the merch was like hidden in the corner where people couldn't see it, and there was no lighting so people could see it, and I wasn't able to sell anything at all. Merch positioning is one of the most important things that you could do. Learn how to do it. The reason why I'm not really angry about going on the red all the time is because I know that right now it's the building phase and it's paying off slowly, and I'm really happy that I'm able to like create an experience for people to just come and show up, and that will literally pay off in the long run. Like, I don't care how much money I lose, I'll get it back eventually.